Oh my god. I swear to god, I am all fucking thumbs tonight. Well, let me explain to you what's going on. First off, hello, it's the nameless one, Aaron Alexander, back once more for another vlog. Now, let me explain to you what's been going on, okay? This is take 3 of this vlog, okay? Take 1 lasted 21 minutes. At around the 20-minute or 21-minute mark, I realized that I did not have the microphone in front of me. It was right over there. You could probably, my voice was probably sounded like that. It was probably echoing throughout the room. And then I was like, oh god. So I pretty blew 20 minutes of freaking disc bass. But you know what? I'm not gonna make that a total waste because I'm gonna post that take. I'm gonna post that take following this video. Okay. So, and take 2, well, I was trying to demonstrate what happened with take 1. I spilled my Sprite. I swear to God, it's like I'm full of bad luck tonight. I mean, what did I do? Did a black cat go in my path or something? Oy vey. But anyway, before we start the vlog tonight, I have an announcement to those that are on my mailing list for Ronin, okay? And that's my secret mailing list. Like I said, I'm not going to say who it is, okay? You know who you are. I'm going to have the next version of the handbook out to you, hopefully within the next week. But the thing here is, when it's going to happen is completely out of my control. Because what I'm going to send you along with it is the next batch of rough art. And so the problem here is my artist is still straggling behind, but like I said, I'm confident he'll have it done hopefully within the next week. I texted him about it today. I told him to keep me posted. He keep me posted. Hopefully things will be better. So once I have that all to them, I'll clean it up. I'll update the handbook, and I'll have it for you, hopefully before the end of the next week. I want to get it before E3 though, because I know some of you, by the time E3 happens, you're gonna be like, ah, la 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 la, who cares about Aaron Alexander and his stupid RPG book? Yeah, that's how it's gonna be for E3. It's always like that, so don't worry. So yeah, I'm not worried, and that's another reason why I haven't added more to my secret mailing list yet, because I don't want to, because when E3 hits, I know everyone's preparing for E3, that's why I'm not adding any more people until after. So, after E3 is all said and all done and over with, I'll be start talking to people about Ronin once again. Hopefully get more people on board. Now, so I think that's coming up. And like I said, also in closing, that email that I will send is I'm in a bit of a quandary with the idea for the next update, because I was going to include this onto this update, but like I said, I'm drawing a huge blank. I've run into a wall. So I will mention it in my email. So be on the lookout for it in the next week. I would say 2 at the most. Okay. So also, before we begin here, as you can see here, this is my new hat. I got it from my mother on her trip to New Orleans last month. And I've been wanting to get a hat like this for a while. Although, unlike, it's straw instead of cloth, but like I said, I'll get a cloth version of it like in September when the weather starts to cool off. So but from now on when I'm doing vlogs, you'll more than likely you'll be seeing me wearing this hat. So why? Because I felt like it. Okay, it's cool. I look good in it. Okay, so kiss my ass if you don't like it. But anyway, so let's get on to the topic here. Let's not waste any more time standing there. Let's get on to the topic, okay? The topic is pretty much Gamergate and what's been happening, what's been going on lately with along social media. Now, there's going to be two parts to this vlog, okay? Let's just put it this way. Where one war is winding down and ending, another war is beginning. So, a lot of people are... So basically, here's what I think about Gamergate right now. That war is finally over. After 10 months, I think that war is over. Why do I say this? Now, I know some of you are saying, I got some response on Twitter, the war's never over for me, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I get that. But here's my explanation of why I say it is. Because, to put it plainly, Anti-Gamergate has no fucking leg to stand on. They are done. Okay? The gaming industry has soured to them. Big time. And like I said, I have a lot of examples on why it is so. I got them written down here in my notes. And I'm going to be going over these and give you examples, okay? But like I said, if you put it all together, Anti-Gamergate, these aggros and everything, they're pretty much screwed. They've lost. We've won. And it's been a 10-month campaign, and like I said, finally the tide, I think, is coming in our favor. So if you're not convinced on why, well, let's go down the list of notes here. The first item is there's been recent reports that Ubisoft has told Kotaku to pound sand. I mean, this is the first major gaming publishing company that's telling a very disreputable member of the gaming press to step off. Watch, this is the first of many. Ubisoft is going to start banning like Polygon and Ars Technica or what have you, but like I said, it's the beginning of the end for gaming journalism right here, folks. Because now Ubisoft's saying no more of this bullshit because they realize they got a bottom line to make, and they're not going to make that by having a progressive gaming industry, okay? That's not going to happen. It doesn't make them money, okay? I mean, like I said, you look at every game that apparently rubbed the SocJus the wrong way. GTA 5. What's that game? Witcher 3. Yeah, I know. I mean that's blasphemy. I mean, I haven't played Witcher 3 yet, but I will. Well, eventually. It's just right now, financially, I'm in the shit right now. And now the upcoming game, Fallout 4, now they're starting whining about, oh, it's a white male protagonist and blah, 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 blah. This is why these types are not welcome in the gaming industry anymore, and I'll get to more examples why later on. Second item. Most gaming news websites have ethics policies. That's right. So now they have to disclose all their information and everything else. Like I said, there wasn't this accountability a year ago, but now there is. And the ones that refuse to go along with it, they're the ones that are gonna wither and die on the vine. I'm looking at you, Kotaku. I'm looking at you, Polygon. I'm looking at you, Ars Technica. You better get with the program, boy. Otherwise, you done. Well, what am I saying? You're probably already done already. As we go down this list, and there is one site that was against us at first, but now they've done a complete 180. I'm gonna get to that site and the man behind it later on. Okay. Third item is game developers are finally speaking out. I mean, we've been waiting for this for a long time now. At first, we had people like Mark Kern, who designed the vanilla edition of World of Warcraft, and people like American McGee of Alice fame and all sorts of other game series, and Ten Appel. Well, I don't know his Christian name, but that's the moniker he goes by, who is one of the designers of Earthworm Jim. They've all come forward and basically pretty much said, wait a minute, this is not what gaming is supposed to be about. It ain't about to be push some progressive agenda or something, or some great social justice lesson or some shit like that. No, that's not what gaming's all about. It's all about having fun. That's how it always is, and that's how it always should be. And now, recently, Notch, Marcus Pearson, the guy that designed Minecraft, put out a tweet about a week or two ago that basically said that gaming journalism is dead. And I'm like, this is sort of like a Walter Cronkite moment, in where the saying goes, if you lose Walter Cronkite, you pretty much lost America. That's what happened. I think that was sort of a quote or something like that was taken during the Vietnam War when he finally started to speak against it. Now, if that whole thing with Ubisoft isn't the death knell for the anti-gamer clique, this is. And others we'll get to later. But, come on. Notch, a multi-billionaire who sold Mojang to Microsoft, who beat out Jay-Z to get a mansion, is basically saying, you gaming journalists, you're done, dude. You done fucked up. You shat the bed. Now you gotta go. Party's over. Bye-bye. And like I said, you see me shouting from the top of the hills. I think I responded something to like, from your tweet to God's ears. And we're going to get some more examples of why this gaming journalism is dead in a moment. Wait a minute. That gets on to my fourth item. We can go just right now. Item number 4. Ben Kuchera. Remember that annoying ass troll? Well, no one's heard from him in months. I mean, yeah, he's popped up from here and there, but other than that, he's like, okay, I'll go back to my corner with his little dunce cap on. And not only that, Polygon is considered a joke now. Nobody goes to Polygon for their news anymore. It's nothing but a bunch of social justice progressive clickbait garbage. I mean, they have become the MSNBC of gaming at this point, okay? And that's even less than Fox News, okay? I mean, Fox News, they have their neocon crap on there, but you can't get any worse than MSNBC. I mean, it's ridiculous. And speaking of jokes, that leads to item number 5. And that comes in the form of Lee Alexander. Now, Lee Alexander, as you know, vehemently anti-Gamergate, says that I am gaming journalist, once bellowed like that I have a megaphone, and your career will end at my voice, and blah, 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 blah. Like she's fucking Walter Winchell or some shit. But how far has she fallen? She's been given the heave-ho from Gamma Sutra, as far as I know. And she's obviously a drunk, okay? I mean, drunken tweets and all that shit, basically trying to play gatekeeper. And now she's basically barely scraping by on money. And I say, that's poetic justice for you, folks. And you see how much, and you thought she'd probably have a come to Jesus moment, but nope. She's become even more of a train wreck. I mean, have you seen her latest Twitter avatar? What she has all this black gunk on her forehead, right? Like she's Imperator Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ. I think you've been drinking one highball too many there, sweetheart. And from people and the sad thing is, I think a few years ago she was actually pretty decent and sweetheart. I mean, like I said, she was very laid back and what have you. I think there's another example of power corrupting you, and how money is the root of all evil. I think what she did was she was trying to ride this wave to a shit ton of money, and it fell by the wayside, and now she's disgraced. I mean, she's probably in some park bench over in the Mission District in San Francisco, or what's that park that's by Golden Gate? I don't know. I forgot. That's in San Francisco. It's a big ass park, but I don't know. I'm not familiar with San Francisco, nor that. I mean, I should be paying attention, but she's probably in some park bench in San Francisco on her 5th bottle of fucking tequila. But basically, yeah, she's a joke now. I mean, have you ever? And the fact is, you think she'd have this moment, but it was like, some people never learn. She needs to get some fucking help immediately. Go to freaking Alcoholics Anonymous. I mean, she needs help. She needs a crutch. I think that's what I think all this crap is. It's not her getting, well, it's partially all this shit going to her, but I think it's a cry for help. But who am I to know? I mean, I ain't fucking Dr. Phil. But anyway, oh, there's one thing that I forgot to put on this list, but I want to mention it anyway. Bob Chipman, that's another guy that has fallen from grace. Yeah. The thing is, this guy is such a fucking hypocrite, and also he's like, he thinks that the gaming industry should be this little progressive hangout where we talk about progressive shit. Like he's the fucking Bill Maher of gaming. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I mean, at least Bill Maher has a smidgen of intelligence. I mean, when I say smidgen, I mean like broken clock. It's right twice per day. I mean, he doesn't even have the consistency of a broken clock. I mean, and not only that, he basically goes after anybody that speaks out against SocJus and everything else. Yeah, he has a little picture taken with Sarkeesian and what have you, trying to kiss her ass and what have you. But where did that got ya? Fired from The Escapist with Lizzie Finnegan hired in your place, and what else? And now I think he's going back to Screw Attack, trying to rebuild his cred. But good luck with that, friend. And not only that, he keeps trying to take the piss off Razorfist, and Razorfist in a little rant just pretty much knocked his ass out. I'll put the link on the description. You want to watch this? I think that's one of Razorfist's best rants ever, right there. I mean, I can't get enough of it. But anyway, let's get back to the list here. And yeah, Bob Chipman, you're a nobody. Just want you to know that. Let's see here. Also, the Society of Professional Journalists. They're willing to hear out Gamergate in a couple months. I say good. After 10 months of pretty much duking it out with corrupt journalists and what have you and them trying to push their political agenda, and now it seems the reputable Society of Professional Journalists, they're willing to hear us out in the case. Again, I don't know the details of it, but hopefully a lot of good could come of it. We're finally getting our voices heard. I say about damn time. I mean, it's been 10 months since the Zoe post hit, and look how far we've come. I mean, we were going up against a behemoth. We were going against a freaking marching army, but now all of a sudden, it turns out their support was just 2 miles wide, but an inch deep. That's all what SocJus progressive is. Just miles wide, but an inch deep. I mean, like I said, they look like intimidating, but they're not intimidating, not by a long shot. So luckily they're gonna be here. They're gonna be hearing them out in the next few months, and hopefully some good comes out of it. Oh, God. Ooh. The hell? Anyway, sorry about that. I got something stuck in my throat here, but anyway, the next item. Steam refunds. I didn't talk about this in my first take, so it's a good thing I'm doing the third take right now. I didn't talk about this first take, but now it looks like even their hipster misery projects are being held up to scrutiny. Gabe Noel, as you know, did something universally stupid, trying to charge people for mods. Bad idea. Well, he walked it back, and out of clockwork, he sort of redeemed himself with this refund policy. So basically, if you release a bad game and they don't like it, now they can refund it. Now the thing is, yes, it'll be subject to abuse, and a lot of people might abuse the system. But like I said, just work out the kinks. But this is a very good thing, folks, because now people cannot push their misery projects and say, we try to pull a Tim Schafer saying, we got your money, ha ha ha. Yeah, just like what Tim Schafer did with what's that game? I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it sucks. But I got another link in the description. This will be to DSP's rant on Tim Schafer. I thought that was epic. So check that out as well. So now this Steam refund policy will stop all that. So like I said, so a little lesson to you freaking Portlandia assholes trying to camp out in the gaming industry. If you're gonna put out your misery products, you better put every ounce of fucking work and effort into it. Otherwise, you ain't gonna get any goddamn money from it. And also, if people got problems with your game, you need to address those. I think one of them got a little pissy pants about it, trying to block people from criticizing them, and then once the Steam refund system kicked in, their sales went. It just crashed and burned. I was like, good. That's justice for you. That's poetic justice. Okay. The next item. Ian Miles Chong. Yeah, some of you might have heard of him. He was vehemently anti-Gamergate right at the beginning. Very vocal, very obnoxious. But in recent months, he's had some sort of a come-to-Jesus face-turn moment. Now, some may say, well, he fell in love with video games again by playing Witcher 3. And then all of a sudden, he's like, you know what? I'm walking away from anti-Gamergate. I'm going to be neutral, etc., etc. And like I said, and not only that, he even apologized to those that he attacked in the past. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that's pretty big of the guy. I mean, yeah, I might have sent some barbs his way, but you know what? If he's man enough to apologize and try to make amends, I salute you. And also his site GamerRanks. This is the site that I was alluding to before. He's recently put up a new ethics policy on there. So that's another plus for him. We forget it, and that's the good thing about how gamers are. If you fuck it up and you admit it and you own up to it, and you'll get forgiveness and you'll have a chance to unfuck yourself. And he's taken advantage of everything. And he's taken advantage of it. And that's what we wanted to see. And now, as for trusting the guy, I would say he's got a long way to go with that one, but he's doing it right. That's all I gotta say. I think in the coming months, hopefully, he'll be more receptive and etc. Now, his reasons for doing the 180, I don't know. Could be survivalism, could be payback because someone anti-Gamergate stabbed him in the back. and basically betrayed him or something. I don't know. I don't know the reasons. I don't want to get into them, but you know what? Good on him for being big on that. So, the Nameless One salutes you. So, and that gets on to my final item. SocJus is now unwelcomed in the industry right now. It is toxic. So, the Lee Alexanders, the Ben Kucheras, the Anita Sarkeesians, the Jonathan McIntoshes, the Randy Harpers, the Brianna Wus, Zoe Quinns, Alec Lifshitz. Like I said, right now they're like this, like, PU, don't go near me. Don't go near me. So like I said, you try to bring your political soapbox and censor games. You know what? You're gonna be told to piss off. So like I said, they've awake with this whole Gamergate thing. Like I said, social justice progressives woke up a sleeping giant. Did you not learn from what happened with Jack Thompson? In my opinion, I think this victory over anti-gamers is bigger than Jack Thompson, because we took on an unstoppable behemoth, social behemoth in social justice, and we beat them. This is their first. I'm gonna say to you this. This is the progressives' first big social loss in a long time. So, this is something to be proud of. So, with all of that's happened, I could pretty much say this whole battle against the anti-gamers, it's concluded. Well, all but concluded, I should say. And we have won decidingly. So, all of you that has participated in the Gamergate movement and has sympathized with us, walk tall. This is your moment. We have prevailed. We basically saved our gaming industry. However, where one war ends, another begins. And even though Gamergate is part of this battle as well, but like I said, I think we're about to get some people joining in. Reddit revolt. Oh yes, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. You see, social justice progressives realized they cannot co-opt the gaming industry. They just can't. They've realized that. They've found out the hard way. They almost succeeded, but like I said, but that was about a year ago, but now they're like unwelcomed. They're like persona non grata. So they realized there's no gain in trying to co-opt that industry. So they've realized this kind of shit could happen in any industry they try to infect. So, and because of that, with the power of social media, they've realized they're fighting a losing battle. So what do? You co-opt social media itself. Try to stop the lines of communication and break them up so they have no place to turn to. Turn the internet into a safe space. Basically turned it into like Berkeley. Okay? So, what am I getting at? Well, here's a name you should be familiar with. Ellen Pao. She's famous for trying to make a lawsuit against tech companies that were discriminating against her because she was a woman. She lost that whole suit. In San Francisco, of all places. Oy vey. When are you social progressives gonna get it? Is it sticking into you? You cannot do this. You will lose. But damn the torpedoes. I mean, they're gonna try everything they can to censor any voices that they don't like. So, in January of 2015, before Pao blew her lawsuit, she became CEO of Reddit and became the glorious leader, Chairman Pao. Yeah. There's a couple photographs online that's hailing her as sort of like in a Mao Zedong garb instead of like Chinese stars. It's like the Reddit logos. But basically, here's what's happened in Reddit. She has decided to take action against certain subreddits and shut them down because they were harassing people. Now, what are these subreddits it's in question? Well, there is one subreddit that they shut down. It was very popular, but like I said, I don't take stock in it because personally, I don't approve of shit like that. But in my opinion, they have a right to speak it. They closed the subreddit Fat People Hate. Yeah, it's disgusting. But like I said, it's their right. I mean, shit, if Stormfront wants to have their own fucking subreddit, they're welcome to. That doesn't mean that they'll approve of they'll approve of what they say. So basically, Fat People Hate. Basically, I mean, the only good thing about them is they don't like the whole fat acceptance movement. I mean, I think it's a load of garbage too. But here's the thing about fat people. I mean, you shouldn't be fat shaming people ever, okay? Never do that. That's like, you shouldn't be shaming anybody to begin with, okay? That's what I don't approve of. But like I said, what I also don't approve of is the whole fat acceptance movement. You know, they're saying we should be proud to be fat stripped naked in the subway. I'm beautiful. Like, yeah, that's even more disgusting than that whole manspreading thing. And that's another thing. Now you're gonna go to jail for manspreading? Some freaking egomaniac comes into the subway stripping butt naked, and she's like, what, 300 pounds or something like that, and saying, oh, I'm beautiful. Listen here, okay? I'm not saying. Here's the thing about it, okay? And this is the secret. No one is taking the piss out of you, not because you're fat, okay? They're taking the piss out of you because your personality stinks, okay? I mean, in the past I've dated a couple people who were well overweight, and they were sweethearts. Well, up until something that I will not disclose. But up until that point, I thought they were sweethearts, and I loved them, and I had feelings regardless. But here's the thing, folks. If you have something that your personality does count, I'm here to say to you, it does. I mean, yeah, I mean, you should work to be better in every way. I mean, look, I mean, me, I'm doing Ronin. I'm actually working out now, so yeah, it's coming around a little slowly. But like I said, I want to start slimming down a bit, you know. But still, you should always try to better yourself, and that's through personality-wise too. Always try to be a better person. Don't try to be this caustic person that's disgusting and think your shit doesn't stink. That it may work. You want to know what only works for? It works for Barbie bitches, okay? It only works for those who have this like the skinny figure. They looking like princesses. I mean, you want to know why they act like dumb, like freaking like they shit don't stink? Because their physique and their looks compensate for it. I don't approve of it. Don't get me wrong, but if you don't have that and your personality is still ugly, no one wants to talk to you, okay? Get that through your skull. But anyway, let me get back to this. But anyway, so Chairman Pao deleted that subreddit, and a lot of other things. Shit, Reddit says, and they even deleted whale watching. Whale watching, and I looked at that subreddit. It's nothing but a bunch of actual people there whale watching. I'm not talking about land whales. I'm talking about actual whales in the sea. It's a hobby. It's so beautiful when a whale jumps up and just splashes down. It's like that gum commercial. I'll track it down and I'll see if I can get. I'll get it on the description here. But anyway, so she's shutting down all these subreddits. Okay, I mean, listen. Some of them I don't approve of. Okay, but they have the right to speak about their bullshit like everyone else. Yeah, even social justice progressives have that right too. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually defending your right to spew your bullshit. But the thing here is, if you try to censor them, this is going down a very dangerous road here. I mean, you leave and the funny thing about this is, they leave a bunch of other subreddits that are like they're like racist and sexist or anything like that. They don't like. They're discriminating against white people, discriminating against men, etc. Discriminating against white men. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, that's a double standard. I mean, that shows that lets me further know that banning all these subreddits is political in nature, and it's like the cultural revolution of Reddit here. This is what's gonna fuck up Reddit beyond repair, and a lot of people are going over to vote because of that. And by the way, if you want to know something even worse, oh, it gets better. In the subreddit of Planetside, there was a guy that went on to the subreddit, and I have the image right here in front of me. So basically, he posted something about something with Planetside, and it says. And he posted, I think it was a picture of something that says, "Danger, like amazing trap ahead." The mods of that subreddit summarily banned him. They're saying that, we were discriminating against trans people because trap, as you know, is slang for a transsexual, most likely male to female. I mean, you see that shit in anime all the time. Go Google it. I'm sure you'll find a lot of stuff up on it. What you think I go to those sites? No comment. But anyway, it was a meme from Dark Souls. It was tongue in cheek. Okay, yeah, it was blue. It was blue humor in nature. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with not taking a joke, right? But of course, Magres, who runs the fucking subreddit, doesn't seem to think so. Here's what he said in response to that. God, this is what I wish I had a drink, because my voice is a bit rocky. He said, and I quote, "Post a public apology in the form of an essay, no less than 500 words, on the impact of transphobia in America on trans people, and how is it related to their incredibly high suicide attempt rates. Making fun of trans people isn't funny. It's part of the reason that suicide attempt rates among trans people is 10 times that of a heterosexual. 6, sexual people." See, that's another key word. That's another thing. That's another thing these social justice progressives like to use. They like to use cis a lot, like trying to. It's like sort of their slur for anybody who's a heterosexual or some shit. They say, and get this. He said, "I expect no less than 5-sided sources. Upon completion of your penance," what is this? The fucking Catholic Church? "Upon completion of your penance, you'll be unbanned if your essay is sufficient quality." So basically he said, "Do your science task, get unbanned. It's simple." And he basically said he ain't going on your subreddit. Screw screw it. Also, right? He's like, do your exciting task and get unbanned. It's simple. It's like, this is, I mean, are you fucking joking? You want to bet Magres has a fucking red phone directly to Chairman Pao? I'll bet you $500 that he does. I mean, Magres. Oh, Jesus Christ. You deserve to be strapped. You deserve to be beaten with clubs and left bleeding in the moonlight. To quote George Carlin. Oy vey. So yeah. So folks, if you're trying to get a subreddit on Planetside, get a new. Here's a pro tip. Make a new subreddit. Fuck Magres and his tyrannical progressive bullshit. He should hang himself for that shit. But anyway, on to my next item, and this is what scares me here. With all this crap with Chairman Pao deleting subreddits and modders getting a bit more tyrannical, acting like fucking Joseph Stalin, what is going to happen to Kotaku in action? Now, I've listened to Mundane Matt's little talk about Kotaku in action. He thinks nothing's going to happen. He thinks nothing's probably going to happen with Kotaku in action. And because of all this mess with Chairman Pao, that subreddit has swelled in numbers to around 60,000. So now it's like, so that's pretty much another example of Gamergate pretty much evolving into Reddit revolt and basically trying to stop Chairman Pao from wreaking havoc on the site. Either that or go to vote, whichever. But what I fear is going to happen is, I think Chairman Pao is going to get around to shutting down Kotaku in action. I really think so. I mean, yeah, Mundane Matt says, oh, don't worry about it. I don't think anything's going to happen. I don't believe him. I mean, I appreciate, Mundane Matt, if you're listening, I appreciate your optimism. But it's not going to happen. Okay? I'm sorry. Chairman Pao will, but the thing here is, they're waiting for an opportune time to do it. They're waiting for a situation where Brianna Wu gets harassed again or some bullshit like that, and then they're gonna say it got tied to Kotaku in action, and then all of a sudden Chairman Pao shuts that subreddit down. It's gonna be sort of a false flag situation. However, speaking of that freaking mental retard, that freaking nutcase Brianna Wu, I came across something in Ghazi. This is a YouTube video. I'll post a link to it. Something in Ghazi that Brianna Wu posted, and it's titled, "I don't want to see Kotaku in action nuke. I want to see 3 specific behaviors stop." Oh, bullshit, Brianna. Bullshit, Johnny. We know you. Even if we do take action on those 3 behaviors, you still want to nuke us anyway. Come on, admit it, you fucking lurch-looking motherfucker. Okay. Basically, he says, I was going to post this in Kotaku in action, but their mods advised me that it would get downvoted and no one would see it. So I'm going to post it here, over in Ghazi, I believe, and I hope Kotaku in action will cross-link it and have healthy discussions so they don't get nuked. Basically, what is this? It's sort of like an ultimatum. That's what it is to me. It's an ultimatum, basically saying, if you don't do this, I will get my red phone out, call Chairman Pao, and have you shut down. He said, "Can we have an honest discussion? I believe a wide range of political opinions is both healthy and inevitable, a part of human nature." Really? Oh, you're full of shit, Brianna. But anyway, I don't agree with anything Kotaku in action believes, but that doesn't mean for the reason that they alone should be thrown off Reddit. There is not going to be a point where conservative gamers are going to see the light and agree with us. Conservatives are the lowest part of human nature, so it's unreasonable to expect them to go away. What do we want? We want their specific harassing behavior to stop. Kotaku in action never harassed anybody, okay? Get off it. I mean, come on. I I mean, that fucking paragraph is full of shit. Okay, I mean, we know she wants to throw. She wants us gone. She wants us gone like the Four Winds. She wants us gone. Zoe Quinn wants us gone. Alex Lipschitz wants us gone. That bitch Sarkeesian wants us gone, and her fucking puppet master Macintosh wants us gone. Okay. In fact, they probably want us gone from Twitter too. I mean, I've been hearing whispers of people getting getting their tweets scrubbed or some shit like that. Yeah, they've been talking with the Twitter heads. But it goes on. The central problem is of Kotaku and Action do not see how they are harassing people, which they're not. If Kotaku and Action does get nuked, it's because denizens weren't able to see how others interpreted their actions. Oh, you're full of shit. As an engineer, I'm a pragmatist. You're many things, Wu, but pragmatist you're not. And I have 3 specific actions that I would strongly suggest Kotaku and Action stop today. So here's their form. They must stop outing transgender people and blah, 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 blah. You know what? I'm not going to read the rest of it. You get the idea. Basically, she's blackmailing. She's basically blackmailing us, saying if you don't stop criticizing little old me and my buddies, we're gonna get Chairman Pao on the line to destroy your ass. Sorry, that's blackmail, sweetheart. Don't you understand that? Do you not understand that? We saw the video. We saw what you did, what you tried to do with Ralph. Come the fuck on. We know what you're about, Brianna Wu. You're not some helpless victim. You're an axe-crazy, progressive, tyrannical bitch. Okay? Get it? Is this getting through your head? Do you see why people don't like you? It's not because you had a chopodictomy, okay? It's because you're psycho. Get it through your head. So basically, for those of you who are in Kotaku in Action, I say hold out as long as you can, but don't be surprised if Chairman Pao comes calling and starts going cultural revolution on your ass. And I'm glad they're taking some countermeasures if God forbid that happens. So I'm hoping they do well. And like I said, and that's like another good thing. That's another reason for these in-person meetups like Gamergate in DC, which is a success despite the fact that Arthur Chu, that bullcut moron, decided to pull a fire alarm. Well, no, not pull a fire alarm. Basically try to convince the owner not to do it. Then of course, probably him or someone close to him called it a bomb threat. I mean, Jesus Christ. And then Gamergate in San Francisco, which was a roaring success, despite the fact Slade did a drunken tweet that got taken way out of context and got suspended again. We'll probably see him back again soon. And then we have other meetups coming up, like GG in LA, which is going to be run in conjunction with E3, which I believe Milo's going to be there. Milo Yiannopoulos, Mark Kern, I heard, might be dropping by. A few other people, and even there's a rumor that Mercedes Carrera is going to be there too. I mean, I'm like, sweet. I mean, I wish I could come there, but like I said, I wouldn't go near LA. But still, but like I said, I made a promise that I will never go near California, most because of reasons. I'll talk about it another day. But and now you have meetups like GG on the Point or something. I don't know what it's called. GG on Point, which is organized by Shannon of Liberal Lunacy. I think there's going to be a meetup there. I mean, that's the closest one that's come to Chicago. But the problem here is I'm going to be very busy over the next few months. So, although I would like to come to Cedar Point, I've never been to Cedar Point before. By the way, Cedar Point is not too far from Cleveland, actually. It's in Sandusky. So it'd be great if I go check him out. But like I said, I'm gonna be busy, so I'm very sorry if I'm not gonna make it. So hopefully, if there's a Gamergate event here in Chicago, I'll be there with my hat on. I will be there, because like I said, I mean, I would like to go, but like I said, I can't do long distances right now because right now I'm very busy, and like I said, my financial situation sucks, and my car sucks too. I just found out today I'm not gonna have any fucking air conditioner in the car because I had to put in a $600 compressor, which I'm not gonna do. Okay, so that's that. It's getting back on point here, and it's not only Reddit that's facing this problem. It's even YouTube. Now, it's nowhere near bad, thank God. But one of Sargon of Akkad's latest videos was taken down by a DMCA complaint by The Guardian. I mean, they should know first thing about fair use and press rights. I'm like, so basically he counterclaims it, and I think it's something that what he quoted The Guardian on. This was well in the sphere of fair use, and like I said, this is what I'm talking about. Now we have The Guardian censoring content that they don't like. So what's going to happen? So what will happen? Hopefully, I hope Sargon of Akkad goes after him legally. Because if they push on, they're going to claim their copyright, etc. Like I said, I hope they do challenge him in court. And I hope to God he wins, because this is just inexcusable. I mean, that is spiteful to DMCA to file a copyright claim just because you don't agree with the guy I make in the statement. So all of this, you put all of this together with all this shit with Chairman Pao, like people filing DMCA complaints just to censor your views on stuff because reasons. Some people taking to Twitter to get people banned or suspended. It had like blanket suspensions or something like that, and they've been talking to support. They've been working behind the scenes. Specifically, I would say people like Zoe Quinn and Alex Lifshitz have been doing so. I mean, they even talked to Representative Clark of Massachusetts, Katherine Clark, who's introduced a bill, which is basically SOPA-lite, and I'll link to Mundane Matt's video about this as well. I forgot the name of the bill, but like I said, it's nasty. This could fuck things up. You put this all together, and we're seeing an orchestrated campaign here. They figured the only way they can prevent another Gamergate is they have to completely make social media a completely safe space. Okay? They have to shut down any voice that they don't like. And this is a very dangerous path, folks. This is why I don't like progressivism. This is why I'm a libertarian. Why am I right libertarian? I think personal liberty and your freedom of speech is sacred. I mean, you should say whatever you want. Sure, they're private businesses, but like I said, we should have the right to go somewhere else. But if they're gonna try to buddy try to make sure no competition comes into play, which they probably will do, then you're looking at a nightmare situation where the internet is completely tightly controlled by these zealots that even make Christian conservatives look tame. I mean, they do not have aspirations that high. I'm talking about Christian conservatives, not social justice progressives. Social justice progressives, they have aspirations to tightly control and make everywhere a safe space, just like their colleges in Berkeley or whatever, or higher learning or what have you. And like I said, it's like what Mr. Medicare, formerly Internet Aristocrat, once said. The law is coming to the internet, but the problem here is this law is not a fair law. We're talking about cultural revolution type shit. We might become 1970s China before the internet might become 1970s China before the end of it. Hell, even the Chinese might have more free internet. Probably might have more better internet access than we do by the time they're done with us. But hopefully it won't come to that. But like I said, you gotta be vigilant, and this is where we gotta fight them, man. This is our next battle. So Gamergate, Reddit Revolt, better strap on in, folks. The ride never ends, and we're ready to go. So that's it for now. I know this has been a long video. How long has it been? Jesus Christ, almost an hour. Damn. So until next time, folks, this is the Nameless One, and I'll check you later.